I think the report you've just seen is very indicative of the situation here in Lebanon at the moment, and also Jordan in terms of its winter. You have an increasing number of refugees coming across the border, bringing very, very little with them, maybe a little bit of savings, but simple things like kitchen utensils, bedding, clothing, all that sort of thing, they're unable to bring, and then they have to face then being able to quickly find shelter, and with that be able to source food, water, and just be able to set up for what is often large families.
And is there enough support from the international community?
The scale of this, I think, is what the huge matter is here, in terms of there are 2.5 million refugees along the borders of Lebanon, Jordan, also Turkey and Iraq. There are 6.5 million displaced people within Syria. So the scale of this is immense, and with that as well, the funding required is not enough. Aid agencies like Tearfund are trying to do the best they can in terms of working through local agencies, local church networks like we are, but just being able to, for example, yesterday we had a case where a new family, newly arrived, came to ask for help, and it's very, very difficult as they're arriving every day to be able to help everyone when the scale of this, the funding, is such a huge issue.
And just briefly, if you don't mind, Justine, that the peace talks starting, we hope, this week, do you hold out much hope for them?
I think it's a great start. There's not going to be an overnight solution on this, but I think if we can be able to get the parties to the table to be able to start discussions, that is a way forward. It brings hope for people to be able to get their hopes back, to get back home, to be able to rebuild. So it's a very important start.